still
Rock
in
and roll! OmniDog! Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place to sit if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to grow Jimmy Olsen. And you're in luck, because they're ahead. OmniCat! OmniDog!
Up. Hey-o. Welcome everybody to the often postponed, but we're still here, OmniCat and OmniDog review show. Hey-o, OmniCat, quite an afternoon for you.
Oh, it's been ridiculous.
Kristen got a flat tire an hour outside of town, about 2 o'clock what a trooper. She told Reed after he came to pick her up, she said, deal with it. I got a show to do. Boom. She came home and here she is for the sake of everyone in the chat. So everyone in the chat should bow down to my internet daughter, OmniCat. It means a lot to me that she wanted to be on the show, but we only have an hour because it got pushed back so long. No 3-hour tangent show. We got to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. That does make me sad. So the next show, we're going to have to do like 5 hours or something to make up for it.
Of the same topic, because I've got a stack as tall as the ceiling of books I want to go through. So I think we probably should do part 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this is a topic where are we really going to read these? And we got a compliment on the thumbnail. Wait, I thought we did. Great thumbnail from William Lee. Thank you, buddy. Thumbnail was Kristen's idea, and the disgusted faces were our own creation. It was a good thumbnail. Here's Max Appleman. Not many people know, but I have a figure named after Max. This is Max Disappointment.
Nice.
And Max is definitely not a disappointment as a friend. I talk to him almost every day from the Netherlands, and I'd like to go hang out with you, Max. You seem like an utterly chill guy, not like my other stalkers or friends. Hello from Germany. Nightcrawler saying this waiting is a tale of suspense. Talking about one of the books we're going to talk about now. Hello, Omnifauna. Thank you. Oh, here's a good guy. Comics versus the World. Actually, good person. I don't know what Comics versus the World is. Very happy to see the guys are back. I'll be watching the replay, but I'm looking forward to it. Wait, I think I've watched his channel. Okay, this is my channel. Let's talk about my channel. Good comics. Thank you. Appreciate it. New Spooey has Masters of Suspense, which was the book that was in the thumbnail with me. And so what Kristen and I need is not only talking to each other, but we need the chat to participate. This is a big chat participation 2-part video. I'm already saying it's going to be 2 parts. And Kristen
maybe 3.
Yeah, Kristen was saying we might need to do it for the rest of the year. But I think it's a great topic for everyone to take a look. This is part of curating your collection, looking through and constantly making a judgment. Am I really going to read this? And I fully admit, I don't know about you, Kristen, there are almost all of these were impulse books. Like, I've heard this is good, or I think I'd like it. These are books I haven't read. Yeah, these are books I haven't read. I don't know about you. Are they books that the ones you want to get an opinion on? Have you read them already and want to decide if you want to keep them, or are these new books like me?
Totally unread.
Totally unread.
Yeah,
Okay.
all totally unread. Bought for various reasons. A lot of mine, I tend to like, I'll find bargains and I'll be like,
Mm.
well, I've heard that's good. And I'll grab them and they'll just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of my previous issue. I don't actually do that much anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of the last time I did it. But, you know, I did that for quite a long time and I accumulated books that just sat there. And now I'm like, what am I doing? Should I keep some of these? So yeah, what we're trying to figure out is like, you know, you and I are going to talk. The chat, please chime in with your thoughts. If you think we'd like these books, if you hated these books, if you're like, throw it in the garbage, you know, we need to know.
Or even if you know anything about these books.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've got candidates where I'm like, what? Why did I order that again? What made me spend money on it? And there's a tale behind every book, on why you get it. But I think what we need is, we need help from the chat and each other. Oh, Max, you want me to tell your Tinder matches that you have a Max Disappointment action figure? Sure. Here's good old Super Laugh Hard. I'm doing fine, and I think, how are you doing now that you've had your flat tire driven out of your life?
I'm better now that I know Reed's taking care of it. So we're all good.
Yeah. And let me turn off my beeps, which would be Facebook and my mail. Doink. Whoops. Doink. Okay.
Also, as a sidebar, because we talked about it, I believe on our last show, because I was unemployed for a little bit, I have a job, so I'm doing great. Yay me!
And have you already started your new job?
Yep, just had my first week.
Oh, you did. I didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You misspelled collecting. Wait a minute. Should we wait? I didn't. What collecting?
I think that was maybe a reference to someone saying hoarding. Maybe.
Oh. Wait, you're supposed to read books? I thought they were just for hoarding, and you misspelled collecting. Oh, all right. Sorry. Chat, focus on us. Okay. Congrats on the new job. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
From Ande, good person. Always commenting nice comments. Congrats on the new job. Hope it's something fun. Happy Saturday, OmniCat, OmniDog, and chat. Awesome news with the new job, Kristen.
Thank you.
Same industry, Kristen.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Something totally different.
Congrats on the new job.
Thank you.
Oh, please, God, no. I meant you think I'm a fun person to hang out with. Never the action figure. Action figure goes with the story of you. I'm bringing it with me to the Netherlands. And it's going to be you, me, and Max Disappointment visiting various spots in the Netherlands. Oh, my God, I love this idea. And he's going to be in all the pictures with us. Jess and Max visit Max in the Netherlands. I love it. Now, Endman40 says, I always see people sell books they haven't read and then regret it and then rebuy again. I don't want to be that person. I think there'll always be a market for these books down the road. Wait till you see what I'm going to show you first before you think I'm going to rebuy these. Great news about your job or the industry. Yeah, it's a new industry for you. There's Lid Wong. Marty, at the breaking point in Canada, Omnis are costing anywhere from, holy guacamole, 165 to 225 Canadian. It's a lot of disposable income that could be directed to other things if I'm not reading. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that when you consider that, what is the book? Infinite Crisis is coming in at 175 cover price. Is that, or is no 52? I think it is. 52 is coming in at $175.
That's rough.
That's and Next Imaginaut asked me, I think last time we chatted, is there an Omni that I would pay that for? And I've been thinking about it, and there is. I would pay that for the unrecolored, unretouched Neil Adams late silver to early bronze Batman. Just to get that, I would pay that. Because the timetable for that is about 5 years from now. So I'd rather get it now, but that's not even an issue because I can't do it. Congrats on the new job from William Lee.
Thank you, William.
James Abel, OmniDog and OmniCat on a Saturday. What a nice surprise. Uh-oh, Darkwave Fairy. My life is already an infinite crisis. Look at that picture. Put the cat in front of the stained glass of the cat shadow?
Love it.
In Australia, we pay $175 plus for most big Omnis. Well, that's not good. Let's talk about Jack Talks Comics says, I sold a book today that I've had in my collection for years, but I'm probably never going to read, Invincible Iron Man. I haven't read it, so I can't even tell you, but is that the Matt Fraction run?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's the one I got specifically because it was a recommendation from Riley. Rose Gray said, this is smart. I bought the Jonah Hex N52 floppies because it was vastly cheaper. Yeah, if Jonah Hex and then All-Star Western are various stages of out of print, and those books need to be reprinted in some kind of Omni. After they did the question, now it makes me hopeful that maybe Jonah Hex will get an Omni. Oh, he said Sean Chen and Kurt Busiek. Fraction Iron Man is probably the second best Iron Man run behind Extremis. And I did read Extremis, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I have a book that I don't know why I purchased. I still don't know why I purchased, and it almost makes me mad that I got it because I know I'm not going to read it. I've heard nothing but okay, shut up, Jess. Odyssey by Matt Fraction.
Oh yeah, don't do it.
Don't open it and read it, or don't sell it.
Don't sell it. You should sell it.
I should sell it.
That's my opinion.
Okay, boom. There's our first opinion. I've heard everything from it's over my I couldn't read it. It was over my head. It made no sense. I haven't heard a lot of good about it. I remember the floppies looked fun because of the art and the fold out pages and stuff, but I've heard that it's not unreadable, but hard to follow. So, okay. So this is a book I'm selling because I'm not really going to read this. I'm asking you, Kristen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Reed texted me and said I had a gas leak, apparently.
Not a gas leak?
Yeah, not only just a tire problem. Okay, sorry, that distracted me. They fixed it. So
I guess cool. So.
That's
a
no
gas
good.
Leak.
Yeah, I know. That's the face I made. I'm sorry. What was the question? I'm done. I'm not looking at it now.
No, it's all right if your real life bumps into the show. I mean, I get it. This is one I should sell.
Yeah, so I believe I read or tried to read the first trade way back in the day, and I was just like, no. And it was confusing. I didn't care about anything going on, and I was like, you know what? I'm not in this for hard things. I'm done. So yeah. I had a trade and I sold it. I was like, no, we're good. So that's my opinion.
So it's hard to follow, and I think that's the issue. It's hard to follow and didn't make sense to you.
Right,
so,
exactly.
So Lameworks, that's what the issue is. It was hard to follow. It was hard to follow, and I don't have time. Time's an issue for all of us. And that's what this is. Is it worth my time? Am I really going to read this when I have so many other books that I'd like to read and or reread? I mean, I can just one shelf on my Kalex. I haven't read Young Avengers, Alias, Cap by Rick Remender, Carnage, Avengers by Hickman I read, Conan by Jason Aaron's supposed to be good. That's just one cube on my Kalex that I haven't gotten to. So I don't know that I want to spend my time reading this. And when I say I don't know, I mean I'm not going to. Good.
Done.
Thank you, Kristen.
Throw it
Thank
away.
you. And boom, it's the selling floor.
Beautiful. Beautifully done. Well,
let's see. It's a cool cover, though. Yeah.
it is.
Wait, Larry's Library. Is that your dad? It is your dad.
That's my dad. So, shout out to Larry's Library. Go check out his channel. Go subscribe.
Yeah, Larry's going to be a guest on here soon because now he's got his own YouTube channel. And I usually hate other YouTube comics guys, but since he's your actual real father, I love it. So
yeah,
and I don't hate anybody. I'm just teasing. Dalmaticus. Yeah. Sorry, let's talk about your dad some more.
Well, yeah. he just put up his room tour. I told him he's got to do it, and he's like made custom shelves. He's made custom like tables for. I mean, it's a lot, and it's beautiful. So check that out.
Oh.
And supposedly we may be reviving my channel tomorrow by doing a live show together. So.
Oh, you picked your real dad over your internet dad.
No, we just, bi-weekly. We had a show already planned. I'm not going to pull my dad onto this show yet, but.
Well, no, I was going to produce your first show, I thought.
Oh. Well, you
I'm teasing you. Totally teasing you.
If you wanted to be on it, that would be different. But you were telling me to put up my own thing, and then clearly it didn't happen. So.
Maybe your dad will have more pull with you to get your own channel started.
I also said maybe. So, because he was like, "You want to do a show tomorrow?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." So what are we gonna do? And he's like, "I don't know." So we got to figure that out. If we figure it out, then we're gonna be on at 2 p.m. Central on my channel. We'll see.
Okay.
So maybe check us out.
Maybe check you out. Okay. Maybe I should be Larry's first guest if you don't want to commit. Dalmaticus, what about books you think you're never going to reread? Purge them too. Thoughts? Yes. For me, if they're on the shelf, I either want to read them or reread them. If I'm not going to reread a book, if I thought that was good, but I don't think I'm going to reread it, that's got to go.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, good. This is like bad book bingo. I pray I have none of these books. What's a book that
I was gonna say we may run into something that like you're like, hey, you got to keep that. It's gonna be great. It doesn't necessarily mean we think all of these are disgusting. Clearly, at one point we had a reason to buy them, right?
Yeah. If the chat wants or you want to talk me into keeping it and reading it, that's part of this exercise. Mm-hmm. So yeah, please talk me into, if you see a book and I'm saying, wow, what the hell? And you think it's good, talk me into it. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Sounds like that book is a real flat tire. Sell it.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. Larry's Library, Bendis Alias is one of the greatest comics of all time. Well, fortunately, that's not in my pile. That's one of the ones I have to read. What was the other Omni that was recently solicited that sort of goes with the forthcoming question Omni? I'm not real up to date on recently solicited books. Maybe somebody in the chat can help, Rose Gray. That goes with the forthcoming question omnibus. The question omnibus deals with Vic Sage as the question. So I don't know about if there's a Renee Montoya book coming out or something. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the chat. Uh-oh. Hayden calling you out.
Yeah, well.
Sure. Oh, speaking of promo, I don't think I've told Kristen this, but Organic Price Books has a code for me now. in all capital letters, OmniDog. You get $2 off an order, and plus you get another 5% off an order when you ship 3 or more books together. Oh, wait, that's not right. He changed it to OmniDog ships it together. Son of a bitch.
Get your codes right, man.
Son of a bitch. What, can I edit it? Oh, OmniDog, brother. Well, so lame. What's a book that you want to talk about?
I'll start with the one I was holding in the thumbnail if anyone's curious about that. Which that would be the Monster Bus, Volume 1. I got this. It was one of those like $20 overstock omnis. It was that situation, you know?
Yep.
And I heard my dad actually talk very highly about it. But we also do have some differing tastes. He likes a lot of older stuff that I may not be interested in. So I don't know. I just look in this and I'm just like, this seems like a lot of effort. And I don't know. It's been sitting there. What do you think? I mean, is this something? Have you read this?
That's a book I looked through and sold.
Okay.
I also ordered it, and I also sold it pretty recently. That's one of the ones that was one of the initial Purge books.
Gotcha.
So my recommendation is I don't think you'd enjoy it at all. I understand why your dad does, but I don't think that's in your ballpark at all. My feeling of knowing what you like to read. I think you could spend your time reading way more interesting books.
Cool.
Okay.
We're just gonna have a big old sell pile by the end of this, I think.
5% off shipping.
Oh, Hayden says OmniDog, get your codes together, all together as a code.
Yeah. Shipping 3 or more books.
Yeah, Edgar says the Monster Bus, the second Charles Staple. That's exactly where I got it.
Okay. 5% off shipping 3 or more books together in an order on OmniDog. Ship it together. And it has to be all in caps. This is for organic price books where your code OmniDog, and this is in the description. There's a link that's highlighted to take you to OPB. Code OmniDog, $2 off your order, 5% off shipping 3 or more books together. OmniDog, ship it together. And we've already made 2 choices. I said Odyssey, get out of my life, and Kristen is rejecting the Monster Bus.
Yeah. I do like how it's called Monster Bus. I think they should do that more.
I think that's why I got it. Monster Bus. That's so cool. I bet it's good. So this is the book I had in the thumbnail. I don't know why I bought volumes 1 and 2 of this. Marvel Masters of Suspense. Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. They're famous. Yeah, I get it. I really don't think I'm going to read this. Prepare to be thrilled. Are you sure? Really? I have volumes 1 and 2 of this, and I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I don't know why I bought it. I'm sad that I bought it.
I mean, the cover's cool. You know, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I don't know.
You're with me. Okay.
It's not something that I would want to read either.
I've got a lot of things to catch up on here because I would kill for that Monster Bus Omni. Wow. Well, if you want to pay shipping to Finland, Johnny, she'll ship it to you.
That's true. I would.
I've sold books to Johnny before, and he's footed the bill. So I don't want to speak for Kristen, but Johnny's a good guy.
It's good to know.
All these books are on for sale, by the way. If you want to get a hold of us,
live auction.
Yeah, if you want to get Odyssey or not Tales of Suspense, Marvel Masters of Suspense Volume 1 and 2, I'll let it go at a good price. Volume 2 isn't here. Is it? Yeah, it's at the bottom of this other stack that's blocking out the sun. So this is going in the sell pile. Goodbye to you. OmniDog, get your codes together. You little snip, you oughta. Now here we go. OmniDog, first of two. Odyssey is a fascinating failure with some very good art. I don't know what happened exactly, but Fraction seemed bit off more than he could chew with the premise for the amount of ongoing academic research required and for the time involved to juggle it with all his other projects, or simply lost interest and or gave up when he saw it wasn't galvanizing a robust audience. Wow. That further solidifies my opinion to dump. Thank you, Next Imaginaut. I think this is what made me get it. Omar said these masterworks, that's exactly what it was, Matthew. Those suspense books, Omar said they were good. That's exactly what it was. I remember it now. Focus on the good Ditko stuff, the stuff without Stan the Man. Yeah, they won't like the classic. Now, I love the classic EC horror comics. If that's going to help anybody's opinion. I love those classic EC horror comics. Let me just see what a couple of other... Gerard says, I was going to read the Monster Bus for Halloween, and that was how many months ago? Yeah, you need to tee it up for this Halloween now. Here's Marcelo. How's it going, buddy? 52 Omni reprint has some, has some question-related stuff, though not what you were thinking of. Okay. Question about the question was an interesting question. Okay, stop it. Question shows up in the annuals for Grell's Green Arrow Omni. Maybe that. And Rose Gray says, thank you. So there we go. Oh, Phantom Stranger. Yeah, I'm getting Phantom Stranger for sure. I am familiar with that material. I know I'll love it. Same with Question. Those are books I know I'm going to love. If I really enjoyed Rachel Rising, what other Terry Moore work should I read?
Well, so many, really, but it's not near me. Motor Girl, that's my go-to.
It's my favorite book of his.
Yeah,
definitely love Motor Girl. I love Motor Girl. I haven't read the latest thing. What was the latest one he sent out?
Was that
Actually, it was a couple
5
years ago. 5 years, and then Echo is another one that I haven't read. Have you read Echo?
I read half of Echo.
Half of Echo, okay.
I read half of it. I got distracted by something else. I liked what I read, but I haven't finished it, so I'm not positive.
Okay. Jewish Dragons. Oh, is that Stitch?
Yes.
Where do you typically sell your Omnis? I have a few I'd like to purge or trade. That's a good question. How about you? Are you Second and Charles or?
Yeah, I mostly go to Second and Charles. You know, you're not going to get the most bang for your buck at any of those kind of places, like a Second and Charles or a Half Price Books. But the convenience of not having to pack them up and send them out, especially if they're just trades or they're just Omnis that don't have tons of worth or something like that, it's so much easier to just go there. I get store credit and I leave with like some books, but not as many as I brought.
Right.
Which still makes me feel good.
I forget, does Second and Charles have a policy of not accepting shrink-wrapped books?
No, because I've brought them some.
Oh, you have taken them shrink-wrapped books?
I have, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm probably set up more for eBay than Kristen is because I sell so much on eBay. So I will probably try and sell these on eBay just for some money, $25 for an Omni. If I can get that, I'll look to see if anybody cares. If any have sold recently of any of these, then I'll sell it on eBay. If nobody's buying any of these books, I'll just bite the bullet and take them to Second and Charles or HPB for those of you who have it. HPB. 52. Just going through the comments. I didn't know that. I'm trying to do a complete Green Arrow read. Those are 2 Herkin books, man. They're
weapons.
News Girls? Did you mean Paper Girls, just in case? I'm not familiar with News Girls.
I'm not either. It does sound like it could be Paper Girls.
But if you're thinking of Paper Girls, I happen to love that. But Rose Gray, if it's not your jam, then it needs to, if it hasn't already been sold. Oh, if I had bought it. Didn't even buy it. Okay. It's funny. I feel like I'm the opposite of most collectors, as I don't like to have too many books I haven't read in my collection. Sorry, I corrected your grammar. I apologize. Too many books I haven't read in my collection. It just bugs me. I couldn't stand having many shelves of unread books. You are the Earth 2 version of me. Classic game. Love the art in both Suspense and Monster Bus, but I also never read them and decided to sell both. Would have kept if they were trades, but shelf space and weight of an Omni, not worth it. Oh man, we seem to be in different worlds when it comes to what we're into Marvel-wise. And yes, Jess, interested in both those older Ditko Omnis. Okay, I have both.
Making sales.
You know to write me at OmniDogsVault2@gmail. And interestingly, organized price books also ships internationally. So the code OmniDog will help you there. Here's what will really help you if you ship all your books together. God bless America. I got to get rid of that one. OmniDogs Ship It Together. 5% off your whole order. So feel free to send me an email. And if you want to, sorry,
was one taken? OmniDogs Vault 1.
I think even OmniDogs Vault was taken. That's what I was stuck with. OmniDogs Vault 2.
It's messed up.
And OmniDogs just OmniDogs Vault on Instagram was taken. That's why I'm OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. Who would want? They haven't blackmailed me for the name OmniDogs Vault 1 or OmniDogs Vault. So why'd they take it?
That's weird. It reminds me of that person on Instagram.
Yeah.
That we were like, who's this? Yeah, it reminds me of that. It may be that situation.
Just trying to piss us off.
Exactly.
We were hot about that one thing. We were really hot about that.
I still am.
Yeah. Yeah. That was that still kind of pisses me off. That's just, it's not right. It's somebody trying to take advantage of us. But there you go. There's that for 5%. $2 off, 5% off. OmniDog Ship It Together. Okay, let's get back to the show, you idiot, Jess. Come on now. That's right. Just like new, buddy. Okay. Reaper says Echo for Terry Moore is good. And Serial. And the controversial Fangirls Strangers in Paradise.
Well, there's only one controversy, and they're no longer around. So is it controversial? I don't know.
Not controversial anymore. Halftime, only 30 minutes left.
Well, I'll tell you what. Some good news. Let's see. Reed's going to be a little after the top of the hour.
Okay.
And I'm good until he's home, because once he's home, we got to eat dinner and then go. So.
All right.
Yeah.
What, Grandma's birthday again?
Yeah, no.
What's
I'll tell you later.
Okay. I've shown 2. What's a book that you're kind of on the fence on, or you're just wondering about?
Well, I'll tell you what. This one feels like an obvious. I should get rid of it, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was the Ollie's Silver Age Suicide Squad that I picked up for like I don't know what was it like $6 or something, right? Look, I just was like the cover's cool. It's so cheap. It's a little baby. Maybe I'll read it real quick. No, this your girl didn't read this. I didn't read this at all.
Your girl. Yeah, that's not for you.
No, it's not. I
No.
already know. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? You know?
That's for me, not you.
The dinosaur thing is cool though. I'm like, that's what drew me in. I was like, maybe I'll like it. There's dinosaurs. I don't think I'm gonna like this. So
yeah, no, that's not for you.
yeah,
Don't even bother with what the chat's opinion is. They're gonna agree with me probably.
Yeah.
I love it. Like I love the Adam Strange Silver Age, the Doom Patrol Silver Age. Doom Patrol Silver Age might be a book, if you can find it on clearance, you might dig because it's so odd. But yeah, no, that's no. That's
I love Jessica's comments. Perfect.
Where is it?
Just recent, very new, right at the end there.
Uh,
What a chaotic Ollie's choice, Kristen. I'm like, you're right. That's true.
And then she says,
there's some fun Silver Age DC you might like, but that's not for you at all. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica knows me. You know me. You both got it. So gonna get rid of that one.
Perhaps because there is some stuff I don't like, but yeah, it's a good bet on. Agreed on Silver Age Doom Patrol. I second giving it the old library try.
Okay.
So that I don't know if it's a big book, but it's so for its time. I thought it was a big chance for DC to take on such an oddball book. And it sold really well by today's standards. It sold, like 250,000 copies of a book back then. I think that's in the introduction, talking about how that would qualify it today as an unmitigated super success, but apparently it wasn't enough for it to keep going. Oh wait, here's a new Next Imaginaut 2-parter. I would keep the Marvel and Ditko Omnis. The art ranges from good to excellent, and the stories from amusing to eerie or better, atomic age pulp science fiction, and I have serious doubts about whether Marvel will ever reprint at least the second volumes because of how modestly they've all sold. It's already on the floor, and I think Johnny from Finland wants it from me. Actually, I was about to write you to see if you're into black licorice. You mean the real black licorice? Finally getting that one package out to you, and some friends in the States. Real black licorice. No, I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm not a fan at all of black licorice.
No, I can't do that either.
Love red licorice. But I thought you were talking about the movie that OmniDog, Next Imaginaut wants me to see, and that's black licorice. And I'm going to see it as soon as I can get it on my home TV. Thanks for the recommendations. You're welcome, Jewish Dragons. I would love to know where that name came from. Wait, Rose Gray is saying News Girls. I'm not familiar with that. Paper Girls I love. News Girls I'm not familiar with. I think this is a book we both have read. Monstrous?
Yeah, I haven't read all of it, but yes, I've read some of it.
That's one of my favorite books ever. It's in the top 31 or whatever my favorite books are up to now. So I highly recommend Monstrous.
It's good.
It always threw me off when HPB is mentioned. My Mexican ear hears a different thing. HPB, half-price books What does your Mexican ear hear with HPB? Hitch. I'm not even going to try and. I'm sure it'll come out racist if I try and pronounce it for your Mexican ear. Try and tell me what that sounds like to you. I thought the Earth 2 version of you was the one from that meme I did of you and Tyler. That's the real me, though. So that's such a great one. Well, there's somebody who likes black licorice. If you send it to Kristen, Pop likes it.
He would be disgusted.
Oh, nasty. I thought it said tasty.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were just making a joke.
Oh, no. I thought it said tasty. I misread it. That's funny. 2 great recommendations I got from you guys were Mouse Guard and The Dam Keeper.
Yeah.
That was from you. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. I have it near me.
My 7-year-old loved them. Thank you guys for that. Any other child age books you could recommend?
Oh my gosh. So many.
The Tea Party books. That's an all ages book.
The Tea Dragon books. The Tea Party's something else.
Tea Party books. Tea Dragon books. Wow.
Yeah,
I should just turn the show over to you. I'm just misspeaking all over the place. Your dad loves black licorice. There's a Tea Party book. What's going on with me?
Definitely the Tea Dragon books. What is there something else near me? I mean, there's so many all ages books that I love. But that's if you haven't went there, the Dam Keeper books. I talked about those.
Yeah. That's right.
They're so good. They're beautiful. So that's
I was completely bent out of shape that this one store didn't have Aquacorn's Cove. So I ordered it someplace else.
I meant to ask, did you get the hardcover or the paperback?
I don't know.
Okay, because the paperback came out fairly recently, but there is a hardcover. They're not big, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. You know?
Okay,
it's a little book.
Okay, good. I will watch Licorice Pizza. That's not Licorice Pizza. That's the name of it, not Black Licorice, because they're talking about LPs. Licorice Pizza.
I want to see that movie. Real
yeah,
bad.
I do too. I don't know. I wonder if my wife would like that. I don't need.
I love Haim.
Now she's going on to Paper Girls. Okay. I'm sorry, they. I apologize, Rose Gray. They.
Do you like Haim, Jess?
Do I like what?
The band Haim.
I saw a whole thing about how she's the singer is a star in the movie, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I
saw a whole thing on YouTube about that band and about her. What did I see? It was really interesting about how he wanted her. It's John Paul Anderson, right?
Yeah.
And how he wanted her for the movie, and my wife and I actually watched it. It was an interview with Haim, the band, and the sisters. It's 3 sisters, right?
Yeah.
And how she was picked out. Actually, it was fascinating. I wish I could remember. It was something on YouTube.
You'll have to find that. I haven't seen that, but I
love that.
Yeah.
It's really good. If you like Haim, the band, and you want to see Licorice Pizza, I'll figure it out and find it for you right after this.
Awesome.
And I'll send it to you right in the middle of Grandma's birthday dinner.
Sounds perfect.
My
dad in the chat's gonna be like, "Did I forget someone's birthday?"
We Dutchies are licorice lovers too, from Aiku. Hey Jess, I'm trying to fill the age gap between you and Omar. Are you younger than I am? How old's your dad?
I'd let him tell you because I don't remember. But he is younger than you.
Oh, he's younger than I am? Okay, well then you fit in perfectly. Ew. Salty black licorice? The Scurry books are nice. Now, are those too scary for little kids?
Did he say like a 7-year-old?
Yeah.
I think it varies on what the parent wants, right? There is violence. That may be a little too violent. I think I would have been probably scared of that as a child, that young. You
I
know,
think
with,
so
with all
too.
the
Yeah.
animals and the brutality and death.
Yeah. My next book, gosh darn it. Why did I get this?
Why? Because Omar, right? That's why you got it.
Somebody else told me that it was good. This is volume 1, and I know volume 2 is coming out. Now I do really like young mutant teams, like X-Force, not X-Force. Is it X-Force something it is? Yeah, X-Force. New Mutants. Those kind of books I really love. Young mutant books. Now this does have Namorita in it, who I think is cool. That she has feathers on her feet that make her fly, like her dad or cousin or whatever Namor is to her. But am I really going to read this and enjoy this? New Warriors 1? Who I really don't. I don't want to read this. So
that's your answer, then, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't. Unless somebody in the chat just says, "Oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever." New Warriors is good. I liked it. I'm getting volume 2. Ooh.
But is it good for OmniDog? That's
Is
the
it
real
good for
question.
me though, Marcelo, you think? I'll tell you what, I'd much rather spend my time reading New Mutants 2 when I get it. That's what I really want. Is to read is like New Mutants 2. Oh, Namorita. Just if they made a volume 2, then maybe you might want to read it. Well, I know volume 2 is coming out. Jess, a lot of good Namorita content in the Namer Omni I review on Monday. So your dad's already baiting me. This isn't good.
He's baiting you, plugging stuff.
Yeah, whose channel is this?
Yeah, what's going on here?
This is OmniDog and
Next
OmniCat.
thing you know, he's gonna be like, "Here's my organic price book code. It's Larry's library."
Yeah. Okay, so unless somebody comes into the chat and tells me it's the greatest thing since New Mutants, I'm just not interested. I don't know why I bought this. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, forget it.
Yeah, I think it's a good call.
If anybody wants it from me for cheap, OmniDogsVault2 at gmail.com. And if you want some of Kristen's books cheap,
yeah, I know.
Hit me up and I'll send her your emails.
Yeah, I do want to talk about one that I really do want opinions on.
Okay.
So this is one that I actually think I'm probably going to keep, but I'm not sure why I'm keeping it.
You're what? You're not sure why you're keeping it?
Yeah. Okay. So I picked this up and I read a good chunk of it. I've read like half of it. That was years ago though. Okay. And I picked it up before it was reprinted because of course it's within the cycle.
Sure.
And I still haven't read it all.
Yeah.
And I started reading it and you know what? I was interested and I liked it, but I don't think I can get over the Rogue and Magneto situation.
Oh.
This is of course Age of Apocalypse.
And I haven't read that, so I can't help you.
Well, you know that happens, I assume. You've heard. That's a thing.
There a thing in it?
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. It's just a thing, right?
Magneto's like 12 times older than she is.
Yeah,
Isn't Rogue like a 19-year-old?
I don't know how old she's supposed to be, but it's not great. And I forget, like, maybe I can I can't even probably find it right now. I don't know. I got this for Rogue. Like, I'm a huge Rogue fan. And
yeah,
I was
sure.
Like,
me too.
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta read more Rogue stuff. And then I was like, what's this? But I've still heard it's a fun time. She is prominent in it. Tell me what to do, Chad. What do I do?
Yeah, it's going to have to be up to the chat. I will say that's one of the few 90s X-Men Omnis I kept.
Mm-hmm.
I kept Inferno and Inferno Prologue because I'm a big Magic fan. And then Age of Apocalypse, it's such a milestone book that I felt like I needed to read it just to be knowledgeable on the X-Men, and it would be fun if I had that. And I heard that it was a fun read, but Lamework says banish it to the pits of hell.
Ooh, rough.
Oh, Nick Lewis, read it.
Okay, got one read it, one banish it.
Pop says I think Rogue is probably late 20s by that time.
Still not old enough for Magneto. Come on now.
Yeah, Larry,
That's
how would
nasty.
you feel if OmniDog was hitting on your daughter? That's
The
about
internet would be so confused then, because they are.
they already think you're my daughter. Oh my gosh. If getting through Onslaught is one I already sold. Love AOA for what it's worth.
You know what? I'll say the read itself was fairly quick. I was like faster than I thought it would be. At the time, again, this was years ago. I just got distracted by something else. So I think I can get through it. It's not like tough. It's just like, I don't know about that. You know?
Okay. I don't even know didn't Magneto get de-aged?
I wondered about that because I just remember that they were together and that I felt gross. But how much was he de-aged?
Now, if she's in her late 20s and he's like 40, that's okay. As long as there's no mind tricks like fall in love with me or something. It's just a natural attraction thing.
I honestly can't remember.
Okay.
Maybe someone watching can tell us. I just remember not loving that.
Read it, sell it. She's also with Magneto in the Claremont Jim Lee Volume 2 Omni. Oh, you have something to look forward to there.
Well, maybe I need to pull that off the shelf and have it.
This is where I lose track of X-Men. I don't even know if Marcelo's kidding here. Magneto could have been turned into a baby, and I don't even know.
Probably true, because they've been through everything at this point, right?
Yeah. So did anybody help?
I think I'm going to keep it and try it again. And if it is gross, I'm just going to throw it away.
If you decide to read it, let me know and we can read it together because I need an excuse to read it.
Maybe that's what we should do.
Okay.
We should just read it together.
That's good. It always helps to have a reading buddy on something, and especially something you're kind of about.
Yeah.
I know I want to read it, and so let's read that together when you decide you want to.
Perfect.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay. I pulled this out, but I decided to keep it. I looked through it, and I realized that this is totally my jam. 5 years later, it's huge. But I looked through it, read a couple stories. I was going to get rid of it or put it in the get rid of it pile. And I made my own choice that I'm keeping it. So keeping.
Nice.
Yay.
Nicely done.
The next is a threefer. It's a series that it's like sort of racy, but it's really funny, apparently. It's got anime-ish art. I think a lot of people like it, but I don't know if it's really for me. And that's Empowered. I have volumes 1 through 3 of Empowered.
I mean, I haven't read it.
And 3.
I haven't read it, but my go-to answer is you need to sell it. If you're even considering it, you have all 3 and you haven't opened them. I don't know. I say sell it.
Yeah. I have, and I love it.
I still have not.
Oh dear. We'll read that together too.
Okay.
This is going to be an easy 20-parter. We're doing it for the rest of our lives.
Every show ever.
isn't that manga? No, it reads Western style. It's all cheesecake. It is very cheesecakey. It's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek humor. It's very racy, apparently. This was a 2016 Jess purchase when I was insane and buying everything. So okay, you think I should just let it go? Yeah. Okay. So anybody out there that wants Empowered sealed volumes 1 through 3, OmniDogs Vault 2 at Gmail. Okay, good. Oh, my wife is gonna love you, Kristen.
Tolga says you have enough to read, Jess. I mean, you do have a lot to read.
I do. Oh yeah, that's the whole point of this, is to get it down to stuff I just want to read. See.
Did you mean sell? Maybe.
Well, this is your dad, so what's the interpretation of? Is it sell?
I assume. I don't know.
Sad to see all that literature go. It's going to make somebody else happy, though. Lameworks.
Yeah. Give you room.
I'm not dumping it. You're right. Sell. I always ask myself, what could I buy with the money from selling, and what could I be reading instead? Yeah, I'm not throwing this in the trash. None of this is getting trashed. It's all going to go to somebody else that really wants it. Okay, good. Lameworks gets it. I don't have to re-explain myself. Okay, good. That was quick.
Yeah.
What about
let's see. This is going to cause some feelings, I think.
Feelings?
I've just had it on my shelf forever. I haven't read it. I'm still interested in reading it, maybe. But it's been quite a long time. So okay. I want people's thoughts on my specific feelings about books and what everybody thinks. I know everyone loves it though, so I imagine everyone's going to be like, you have to keep it, you have to read it.
Okay.
So we'll see. It's the New Frontier.
Oh shit!
I know.
You just can't get yourself to read it?
I just haven't read it. That's all. It's just been sitting there for a long time. It's that chonky paperback. I do like how floppy it is. Love that. Very good flop of a paperback.
Okay, I will read that with you also.
Okay.
I love that book. I really think you dig it.
Is it friendly to people who don't know a lot of DC stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's Darwin Cook. That. He wrote it and illustrated it.
And I love his art. I do.
Yeah, and the story's great. He makes Wonder Woman look like Wonder Woman. That was controversial, apparently, at DC editorial. Wonder Woman was so big. She was like an Amazonian, like, wow.
Like she is.
But yeah, like taller than Superman and a big badass. And that's how he drew her. He drew her very thick and powerful because she's an Amazonian. She's the most powerful woman on Earth. And the whole story. Oh yeah. No, I'll read that with you.
Okay. I'm making a list of those, by the way. So we got future reading together.
Yeah, and any of these books I say I'll read with you, I will do it as soon as tomorrow morning. Like if you want to read something right away, Flintstones. Beautiful. Don't forget Flintstones.
It's on there.
Okay, good. Flintstones.
Age of Apocalypse, Flintstones, and now this one is the list.
Okay, we're gonna have a blast reading those books. A yabba dabba do time.
This is great. Because I thought you'd be like, yeah, you should probably keep it. And everything we don't want to get rid of, we're just reading together, apparently. So love that. Yeah.
And then we could talk about it and have fun discussing it. Yeah. This is cool. Great. Jessica says New Frontier is fairly new reader friendly. I think you know enough about DC superheroes, just who they are and what their powers are. That's really all you got to know, because it creates a brand new dynamic within the whole Justice League. And I will also recommend the animated version. I've seen that. I own the animated version. It's really good.
Sweet.
Okay, good. For those of you just joining, I have my own code for organic price books. All caps, OmniDog, $2 off your order, 5% off your order if you ship 3 or more books together, OmniDog, ship it together. So let's let that settle in people's brains. OmniDog. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so good. We have I'm not sure what you and other guilty YouTube parts has got addicted to these oh, okay. I apologize. Great show. Really enjoying watching those videos. Awesome. I recently bought the newest and get to know Johnny because he's going to buy all our books. Johnny says, I recently bought the newest DC Absolute, A New Frontier, in part because Jess is so into it. The latest Absolute and the color trade Kristen has seems to be the two best versions of it out there. But the Absolute I have does not include the extra story. So I also bought the deluxe of it, which contains the whole story and the extra story. And I think the newest Absolute and what you have the extra follow-up story. That's how nutty I am.
Yeah, it says this edition collects the original 6-issue miniseries and the special and features over 50 pages of blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to have fun.
Sweet.
Yeah. Fun. Still waiting for the 8-hour review of Giant Days. That's the one that we want to read together.
I'm gonna re-add that to this list I'm making right now.
That is something I want to read that. So I have a reading pile right now, but if you said to me Giant Days tomorrow, I'd pull it all out and put it right on the pile and just start.
It sounds like we need to read something for the next show then, for sure.
We are in overtime celebration. Yeah, we'll have a special, we'll do 2 shows. We'll continue this format and then we'll review books that we read that it seems to be popular on YouTube. Yeah, reviewing books.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that. Okay, here's my next one. I bought the old version and sold it. Then it came out in a newer version, more complete with like all of the story. I'm not familiar with any of the characters. People who read it have liked it, but I don't know if that's going to be me. And that's Squadron Supreme. This is the big new complete version of Squadron Supreme. And yes, I know the writer artist had his blood mixed in with the ashes for the final issue or whatever. Mark Grunwald. Yeah. This might be a book your dad knows something about. Anybody out there advise me on Squadron Supreme? Because I have a feeling it's going to be the last book on Earth I read. And I just don't know. Don't know. Hey, Joe Cool. How's it going? Honestly, I don't know if the complete version is necessary, but I genuinely think you'd like it, Jess. Sell. I'm reading Flintstones tomorrow. Hope I catch you your review live. Okay. Yeah, sometime we'll review it. And
for sure.
We'll let you know. It'll be OmniCat's Reading Club and really, really great story about the Justice League told by Marvel. Okay, so you think I should keep it then? 2 keeps and a sell. Sell it and buy the Marvel Max version by JMS. I wasn't aware of that. I'll wait another minute for people to come in and tell me what I should do with Squadron Supreme. This is a big dude, which is fine. That doesn't intimidate me. I like big fat omnis. I have this Supreme Power. I do have that. Danny says keep it. Brian hasn't read it yet, but he has it. He's in my... No, come on, cut it out. We're not going to keep everything, dude. Okay, so this is going to make the cut, and I will keep it. It will go back on my shelf. Don't be surprised if in 6 months we have another version of this show, and this shows up again. Because I'm not reading it in the next 6 months.
I think if you know that, you should sell it.
Yeah,
for your own sake.
I do like the description that it's about the Justice League told by Marvel. I know it's supposed to be really good. Maybe I should look at it. I know. Here's what I'll do. I'll look on Marvel Unlimited and read the first few issues. I'm sorry, my wife just texted me something. I'll go on Marvel Unlimited and read like the first 5 to 10 issues and see if it keeps my interest.
It's a great idea.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
So that's a maybe.
Oh, what's the Max version? Do I have the Max version? No, this doesn't say Max. It's not by JMS. Okay. Overtime, baby. That's right. Kristen only had
just waiting for him
an hour, and now we're just waiting for Reed to come in and ruin the show. I mean, Flintstones in the mail. Whoop, keep it. It's nice if you want to read a version of the JLA. Okay. Max version is Supreme Powers. Oh, all right. I have that, I guess. I have Grant Morrison's JLA run. Jess, Omar made us buy it. We buy this crap for him. You're not wrong. I think that's another one that I think Riley may have. Or do what I do. Buy the Omni, read digitally. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of warming up to it.
Okay.
It sounds like I actually might read it.
Well,
I'm warming up to it now that I feel like I don't want to get rid of it. Now I want to read it.
I mean, I'm going to lose some patty points for that, but it's fine, I guess.
Hey, you've got a stack of patty points over here.
That's true. You got to show her.
Yeah. Oh, I will. She's going to see him go out the door, which makes her the happiest.
Love that.
How about you? We should fit in you since you're the one with the short time allotment.
Okay. I've had this deluxe hardcover just sitting around. Obviously, I waited and waited until now there's an Omni. The reason I picked this up is because I remember as a child hearing my dad talk about it. And talk about it, and he would tell me about it. So I was like, hey, I should really read that because I don't think I ever did. I just heard him talk about it, and that's House of M.
Ah.
But I just have the one book. There's an Omni coming out. Will I even care? I don't know. Clearly I got this used back in the day. Just a little sticker on it.
Yeah, that's been a hard book to find.
Yeah.
Read Supreme sell. He said sell. Read Supreme Power rather than Squadron Supreme. I'm going to read them both. And these are patty points. Yeah. Patty points are awarded for anybody that can get it out of my house. Patty's happy about that. You're buying the Omni of House of M. Don't lie to yourself. No, I don't think Kristen's like that.
No, I just want to know what to do.
Yeah, Kristen's not like that. That's more like something I do. I have the hardcovers and all the trades. So I'm going to keep that book. So I don't know. Somebody said that that's the book to read and that the keep and read Omni is overkill. So that might be enough to read to understand what happens. I know what
Mhm.
do you already know what happens in it? It's kind of
I
a
know.
pivotal.
Yeah, I know some stuff. I
Yeah,
definitely remember some stuff that he told me back in the day.
it's it's a pivotal book, but maybe that's the book to keep and read and just forget everything else.
Yeah, and I mean Joe Cool is saying, read it, sell it, get the Omni. So I got a lot of opinions here.
Yeah, I feel like everyone loves House of M, but honestly, I'd sell. You kidding me? Well, that we need opinions, not sell it, Kristen. That's what we need. Read House of M main story. Don't bother for all those tie-ins.
Okay. That's what this is. So
I'd sell for shelf space and just read it on Marvel Unlimited. Do you have MU?
I don't anymore, but I mean it's cheap. I could get it again.
Yeah. I have the 40HCs, so there's no reason to buy the Omni. Correct. That's for me. I just don't see Kristen as being that person that wants, like I am, that sort of wants the Omni. Omnis don't trigger Kristen, I think, as much as maybe other people. You just want the reading material, right? So it's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
like
there's certain things like obviously I'm glad I never bought the Gwenpool trades. That's not how I read it. So I don't have anything of that. So I'm happy to get that Omni.
yeah.
But there's other things where I'm like, I don't care.
That's you know what? I need to sell all those trades.
Hey, write
I
that
need
down.
to yank those out and sell them.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And West Coast Avengers and the follow-up, Gwenpool Strikes Back.
Yeah, I
I love
love
all those books.
all of that together.
What's that?
I'm so glad they're putting all of that in one too.
And the Howard the Duck stories. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go on, we have a wonderful super chat from Joel. Thank you, Joel.
And
Hello, OmniDog. OmniCat, would you recommend Absolute Wonder Woman by Perez, or I should get the Omnis instead? Thanks. My personal feeling is that the Omnis tell the complete story, but the Absolute, what is it? Gods and Monsters, or Gods and Myths, Gods and Mortals, something. I only like absolutes if they tell the complete story. I think that's just a story arc. My opinion is, if you like Wonder Woman by George Perez, you should get the Omnis if they're still out there. I don't know that they're out there.
Yeah, I have no opinion because I haven't read the material, but I love the cat in your photo. So thank you for that.
That's Kristen bait.
Yeah, that is.
Even Rose Gray feels guilty for not having read House of M.
Glad you get it.
So thank you very much to Joel.
Thank you, Joel. I'll never see a penny of it, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I'll get with it. I just never think of it.
That's fine. Keep promoting your code. I don't get any of that either. It's fine. Go to Organic Price Books. Use the code OmniDog. Or OmniDog Ship It Together. I know your code more than you do, but I get nothing from it. It's fine.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to go back to like July and start looking at my analysis on stupid YouTube. I hate going through that. That's why I haven't done it. It's just so annoying to go through it.
You just need to keep a paper in front of you and write down every time it happens, and then you'll know.
Okay. It hardly ever happens. That's why I never think of it. Let's see. Joel, here's a question. Honestly, the best stuff, art and story, is in the Absolute, in my opinion. If you care about the whole thing, go for the Omnis. Okay, there's Joel, a person who's read it completely and thinks that's the best stuff in the Absolute. So there's a thumbs up. But Raphael says, get the Omni. Oh, brother. Buy Kristen's cat stickers. What are those?
Yeah. Oh man.
Promo those. What are
I
we
should-
talking about?
You want me to go grab them real quick?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hold on.
Cat stickers.
I'll be back. There's cat stickers. One sec.
Wow, I can't read these. Thanks, Darkwave Fairy. Warren, it is on. As a matter of fact, I was going to do a reading poll on Instagram and YouTube about what I should read next, and it's Gen 13 and another book. So I am going to read it, but I'm going to get the viewers to choose between it and another book. It's on my intermediate read pile. Actually, I would say I do want to read Gen 13 really soon. So it's on my immediate read pile, but I'm going to do a poll and see what people think. And here's Terscotti. Hey, how's it going, bud?
Okay. Well,
Cat
thank you.
stickers.
Thank you, Darkaway Fairy, for mentioning this. We are currently selling cat stickers because my cats have a lot of vet bills, and all of the money goes to their vet bill. So you can get a 3-pack of cat stickers, redesign these.
Oh,
Here's a
wait, let me highlight you.
There's a Willow.
Oh.
Very cute. Here's Buffy. Okay. And then there is a Willow one with text. And this is how she has a Twitter account. It's at One-Eyed Willow, and that's how she talks. So
I'm loafing you so much.
that's right. That's her how she says love.
I'm loafing you so
Loafing
much.
So yeah, it's a 3-pack of cat stickers. They're very cute. Redesign these. You can get them at readchancellor.storeenvy.com.
That will be in the description. I'll put that in right afterwards. I think I have a bit.ly address for it.
Cool. Yep. And all money goes to vet bills because there's so many vet bills.
Oh my gosh.
So
our dog is sick and it has just been piling up. And Patty and I are looking at each other. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
It is expensive.
It's really difficult. Willow has a chronic condition that we just found out Buffy now has. So according to science and everything they know about it, they did not think it was contagious. Maybe it is. I don't know. But now that's an issue that we have to deal with. Willow's on an additional medicine now. Let me just tell you, I don't mean to go on about cats, but real quick,
No,
this
go
medicine,
ahead.
like they're like pills that they get and there's liquid in them. My vet has to put a needle in that, extract all of the liquid, then mix it together with coconut oil in order for a cat to not think it's so bitter and spit it out, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a long process just to get like a certain amount of doses. She has to be on it twice a day now.
Your vet has to do it twice a day?
He has to like put that all together, and then it's a twice a day thing. So anyway, it's expensive.
Oh my gosh.
That medicine's expensive.
I want a pack of cat stickers, so we'll go to Read Chancellor Store Envy. I'll put that in the description right after this. Anything that you've seen from Kristen or me and you want to buy from us, you can write me at OmniDogsVault2 Gmail, and I'll pass it on to Kristen. Some of these books will obviously appeal to others. They're just not doing it for us. Oh, whoops. I hit that by accident.
Well, Reed just popped in, so...
What the hell? Tell Reed to go fix your tire.
He did, apparently, so that's wonderful. But anyway, yeah, there's stickers, and also his books are on the website, and all of that money is also going to vet bills. So if you feel like buying some Reed books, you've seen this in the background. I've crap out of them. Y'all know, but maybe someone new doesn't. But anyway, thank you for that.
There will be a link in the description. You bet. Right after this.
And it's a really good price for stickers, because you can find some stickers like $4 each. We're like, no, we're not doing that. We want to give people a deal, but also get some vet money. So
yeah.
Anyway, if you like stickers, but thank you. Thanks for having me. Sorry, I gotta go.
I'll stick around for a couple minutes if people want to ask questions. But OmniCat, your Willow has a Twitter account. What's it called?
She does. It's at One-Eyed Willow. There's 2 E's in that. So One-Eyed Willow. She tweets a lot, and she has some followers, like 16.2 thousand now, which is crazy. So if you want to check her out there, Two-Eyed Buffy, also an account. But you can find me on Instagram at the Comic Slayer.
That will also be in the description.
Yeah, I'm also on Twitter if you care, but mostly I just retweet things. So.
And I had no idea until maybe a little bit ago that the Comic Slayer was a play on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Just a minute ago.
I figured it out about how long have you been that? Like 3 years? I figured it out about a year ago.
Oh.
But that's where the Comic Slayer came from. I'm
Yeah.
like, the Comic Slayer, huh? What's that about? Finally figured it out. So
You could have asked me.
not the well, yeah, I could have done that.
So one day, by the way, you know what? That's a video series I would love to do with you. If you ever start watching Buffy, I would rewatch it with you, and
Okay.
maybe every episode we can go on. Maybe I don't know. We can find a schedule, but if you're interested in that, we can go on and talk about the episodes. I would love that.
Is that something you want to do for your new channel, or do you want to put it on my channel?
I mean, my channel is the Comic Slayer, so I feel like, you're my producer. So as my producer, you would agree that it's a good idea to keep it on my channel, right?
I think that'd be a great first thing for us to do for your channel.
Let's do it. I'm all
Okay.
about that.
Yeah. Now that I finally finished Squid Maker or whatever that was, I can move on to other shows.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Kristen, for rushing home to do the show. I'm sorry you have to leave, but I totally understand it. And I wish you peace and love.
Thank you.
And I'll be talking to you again soon.
For sure. Thank you, everyone.
As we plot out the rest of your life.
My whole life. You'll see it here.
Okay.
Maybe check out my channel tomorrow. Who knows?
I think I'm subscribed, but I gotta wait, is it Larry's Library you're gonna be on tomorrow?
No, the Comic Slayer.
Oh, all right. I'll make sure I'm subscribed. I feel like I am, but I'm not.
Okay. Ring the bell. I don't know. No, I don't care if you do any of that.
You're not late if you are only interested in asking me questions about, ridiculous things. But if you're too late to talk to Kristen because she's leaving now.
Sorry. Talk to me next time. We'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay. And all those, can I make myself smaller? Why am I so, okay. Well, it's just me. And I don't look very sharp. Okay. Sorry. So all those things for Kristen will be in the description. Her cat stickers, reads books, the Comic Slayer. I'll make sure I put that into all things Kristen will be in the description because Kristen's awesome. And I really want to encourage her to start her own channel and get going on all the things she loves because she loves a lot of cool things. Well, I have more books, but it's a thing I was doing with Kristen, so I don't want to take away from content. But somebody asked earlier. Dean asked, so what is the most controversial book on your list, Jess, in your opinion? According to other people, are you saving for last? I don't think that there's anything really controversial. I think there's a lot of stuff that people are going to go, why did you buy that? And it's nothing like I'm selling Planet Hulk or something like that. These were impulse purchases that I'm wondering, am I really going to read them? And it's not like I'm saying I'm never going to read Uncanny X-Men #1 or Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, something like that. It's none of that. These are books that I think you'll generally say, yeah, whatever. So I say sell them all. I don't know what to do. I mean, I still have a stack here. Oh, good question. I have not read it yet. Is that something you want me to read and review? Because I'm actually feeling good these days and I'm trying to put out more content. If there's somebody, Jose wanted me to review Mad Men Library Edition Volume 2. And so I'm reading that to do the overview and review of that. I lost my train of thought because I looked at the chat. If there's anything out there you want me to review or overview and I have it, please do tell me. I'm happy to read Superman Shazam if a lot of people want me to. But yeah, I need to read that. I think it's right. I feel like I have it really close at hand here. Like it's somewhere here. I thought it was a play on the Doomslayer. I didn't know what. Okay, Love First Thunder. Okay, I need to read it. Lots of these were FOMO buys. Yeah, Lloyd, these were FOMO buys for some reason. Have you read Lemire's Animal Man? I have. I read it back in floppies. I haven't reread it since it was in floppies, but I'm happy to. I want to reread it and The Swamp Thing New 52. Those are two books that I'm really itching to read. You the dog, Jess. Thank you, Joey. Reading Uncanny 4 while listening to you. You must be a millennial. If you can listen to somebody talk and read, that is something my generation doesn't have. We don't have that capability. I don't know how you guys developed it, but I'm kind of jealous of it. Review of Conan by Busiek Omni would be cool. Okay, I need to read that. That Superman Shazam book has a turquoise cover, right? I'm too lazy to go upstairs and look. I thought I had it right here with my other DC stuff. I don't know where I would have put it if it's not right here. Here it is. This is it. Turquoise spine, sort of, but this color. Yeah, I'm happy to read this. Same, man. I can't. My daughter's able to do 4 things at once and actually understand them. I can't do that. I just don't get it. Oh, I bought it based on your recommendation. So still curious as to whether it worked for you too. For various reasons, the artwork put me off on it for a while, but grateful I did finally read it. I'll pull this out now and put it on the to read pile. Yeah, me too. Max, as much as I love NMC, Fomar is a little too good at persuading people to buy books. Yeah, like he got me to buy that Omnibus 2, which came in and then he made fun of me and said that he suckered me, and I immediately had to sell it because apparently it wasn't any good. He did that to me with Justice League too for Rebirth, and somebody did comment recently that they think I should give Justice League Rebirth another shot. So I'll reread. I'll read a little bit of Justice League Rebirth on the app and see what I think. Let's see. Yoink. Do you read any novels? Harvey, I used to before I started my channel. And even though I don't have very much content recently because I've been sick, ever since then that I started my channel, I read nothing but comics. I used to love novels. I'm sure I'll go back to them someday. I love the fiction, fantasy, ghost stories, Stephen King stuff. There's lots of books that I love. So yeah, I will definitely go back to it. You especially like the ending. Hit you in the feels. All right. That's the Shazam book. Post reviews at the same time movies come out for more viewings. No is all about Batman. Couple of weeks, Mobius and Moon Knight. This is really a comic book channel, Raphael, because it's hard for me to get to movies on time and TV shows. I feel like this channel's more dedicated to comic book reviews. I think there's a lot of other people out there that are better at reviewing TV and movies than I can do. I don't think I could do it justice. I appreciate the fact that you want my opinion. I don't think I'm good at deep dives on movies and TV shows. I usually just say, yeah, I liked it. It was good. Or, man, it wasn't for me. And I'm not good at breaking it down. And I haven't even seen Batman yet because I just haven't been well enough early in the morning to get. Then I start to feel better, and then all the seats are gone. So it's a hard thing. It's not easy being me. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, crime novels, Taylor reads them all the time. Can't stay, but stopping to say love you. Thank you, Call Me Top Gun 45. Also, oh, yeah, hit the like button, please. And while we're at it, here's my code for organicpricebooks.com. $2 off your order. Code OmniDog. 5% off shipping 3 or more books together. OmniDogs ship it together. And that will be in the description. I'm down to do deep dives on movies and TV with you, Jess. We can break down the shows and then have a breakdown ourselves. I like the toy videos. Those are always fun. Yeah, that's about where that's about where I make the cutoff. I'll show off my toys because I think those are fun. But I feel like there's a lot of other places where you can get better, honestly, better and more educated opinions than mine. I'm good at comic books. I don't know if I'm good at TV and movies. Honestly, I think between your collection and OmniCat's, I think are we really going to read this pile would be bigger than hers. Well, we won't know until she comes back. Right on, buddy. We need to get him to carry this. I'll use your code now. I didn't realize you had one with him. Elvis, I don't know anything about Milestone. I never read it. I think it came out at a time when there was a lull in my reading. If I'm right, it was in the 90s when Milestone came out. So I'm not going to get the compendium because I'm not familiar with it. And the purpose of this show, the one OmniCat and I just did, was not to really do any more blind buys because I end up selling too many of them. Wait, somebody had an X-Men question. Joey, Jess, have you read Uncanny Volume 1 and 2? I have not. Started at 3 and now on 4, but I'm enjoying so much I think I need to go back. I think you need to go back too. That's a readathon that I'm doing this year, 1 through 4, including X-Men Classic, which I have positioned after Volume 1 in the reading order, but that may not be right when I should read X-Men Classic. But I would encourage you to go back and read Volume 1 and 2. That's what I'm going to do, read 1 through 4, and then go on to read Inferno and then X-Men 1 and 2. That's happening this year. I'm saying it right now. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's my code. Sorry. There's my mailing address. And keep strong. Right on, Joe Cool. I appreciate it. Jess, I think it's just people will value your opinion more as an older YouTuber. I do, and you're probably only 10 years older than me, and I think another of your viewers are of a certain age. If a lot of people want me to try it, I will. I know Max has we wanted to do a breakdown and talk about Spider-Man No Way Home, which I need to see again. I need to see it about 18 times. I loved it so much. If I have a partner, I could probably do movie reviews because I could bounce my opinion off of theirs and there could be some synergy. So maybe maybe I could do movies and TV shows with a partner. I think that would be much better. So I won't rule that out. That's an idea. Thanks, Brian. Now that I think about it, if I have a partner, it'd be easier for me to do reviews. And I appreciate the sentiment that people value my opinion. I really appreciate that. Oh man, for some reason I thought you sold the Claremont Omnis. No. I think you sold I sold the 90s Omnis. I can't remember what you have and don't have anymore. Well, it's not really your fault, then, man. You're not supposed to know my collection. Although most people know my collection better than I do. I sold just a huge chunk of. I sold almost all of the 90s and kept only Inferno, X-Men 1 and 2, Legion Quest, and Age of Apocalypse. And then there's a huge gap between that and New X-Men. Happy Saturday, Quack. Yeah, Max, I think that's a good idea. We can do a video review because I like Max. He's a cool dude to hang out with. We'll see how he is on the air. I think he's probably going to be really good, but I like that idea, Max. We could do video movie reviews and stuff. It's just a question of my seeing them in a timely manner. Oh, well, thank you, Matthew. That's so kind of you. Yeah, even if some of our interests in comics vary, I appreciate that you value my opinion, Johnny. That's very nice of you. Genuinely, I appreciate everybody that watches. We had a lot of people watching today. And I can't tell you how much it means to me that people tune in the middle of a Saturday to hear me talk about comics. It's so nice of you. Thank you so much. It makes me feel better. I mean, physically, I forget all about my pain and I'm locked in, enjoying talking about comics to you. And I love it. It makes me forget everything else. And I'm just where I want to be right now talking to you guys. So thank you so much. Now, Minister of Comics does really deep dives. He and I kid each other that I'm floating on the ocean on the raft, just letting the movies and TV shows roll over me and enjoy them. And he's the scuba diver that goes straight down and dives deep and analyzes everything in a movie. So he could be a good partner, but I promised myself to Max, so I can't cheat on Max. Whoa, Quack! With your Star Wars Death Star. Some support for the show and one of the nicest, best hosts out there. You're such a good guy. Thank you, Quack. Did you ever send me a picture of your finished Death Star? I think I wanted to see a picture of it. Oh, here's Thomas Judge. How's it going, buddy? Been a fan since day one. Yeah, I appreciate you, Thomas. Joey, this means so much to me. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate it. We're saying goodnight to Brian because bedtime. Okay, good night, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. There was a question if I had some books. Oh, I see it. Do you have all of the Bond books now? I am pretty sure I have them all. Pretty sure. I will double check. But I think I have them all. I recommend them all. They're all great. From Dynamite, the Bond books, freaking fantastic. Elvis, you better believe it. I love martial arts movies. I haven't had as much of a chance to watch any. I have a ton of them on DVD that Sherlock helped me collect. Sherlock from Australia, my friend from Australia. He's a martial arts expert. I love Ip Man. I mean, I love Hero. Um, I love everything. I love everything martial arts, and I just don't get a chance to watch them very much. But because of course my wife's not going to watch them with me. She doesn't dig them, so I just have to find time to sit down and watch it by myself. I'll send you a message with Facebook on it. Okay, cool. Hey, was wondering if you had an address people could send art comic statues to. You mean my mailing address? If you want to, I know you, Thomas Judge, so if you want to send me something on OmniDog's Vault, and I'll give you my mailing address there. If you have something you want to send me, am I reading that correctly? That's what you want to send me something physically, like to my house? Is that what we're talking about? That's fine. I that'd be cool. I don't disagree with this. They are really good. What Omni are you most looking forward to the next month or so? I'm so bad. I don't know what's coming out. What's coming out the next month or so? Oh, I'll go to comicreleases.com. One sec. Comicreleases.com. Where are you? I have you up here all the time. Okay. Collected editions, all upcoming. Let's see what's. This is comicreleases.com, where my buddy Webhead has an amazing up-to-date list of everything that's coming out. And let's see. Let's look in March. Superman, Batman Omnibus. Not sure about that. I love the first one, Absolute Swamp Thing. No, I'm not getting that. Omni. Come on, Omnis. Doctor Strange, I'm not that excited about. I have the Moon Knight stuff, and I know the show's dragging right now. While I look through this, I'm keeping my. No, these are all things that I don't. Oh boy, I'll tell you a book I'm looking forward to is The Ghost in You, the Reckless book from Ed Brubaker. I'm really looking forward to that. Savage She-Hulk is supposed to be interesting, but that comes from Omar, and he gets me to buy everything. So I don't know. Moon Knight, I've already got it in hardcover, so I'm keeping it because it was a gift. I'm not doing a good job here. Oh, okay. Parker Martini edition. That is what I am most looking forward to. Supposedly it's coming out in May. It's been bumped forever. That's the book I am most looking forward to. I'm sorry I just dragged everybody through that. Yeah, I'm getting volume 5 of that in hardcover, and I'm keeping everything in hardcover from Thor. Oversized hardcover. But I highly recommend that. Easily the most it's the Thor I am most interested in. He's written the most interesting Thor book for me. I know that people are going to say, what about that Thor by Walt Simonsen? And I sold that to Johnny, I think. It just wasn't yeah, everybody's saying Jason Aaron Thor. I highly recommend that. I love the oversized hardcovers. And wait, Dean asked, what is your favorite Batman story which is collected in deluxe edition format, and which Batman story you want it to be collected in deluxe format which has not been collected yet? Well, everybody knows my favorite. Well, my favorite Batman story is the Flashpoint Batman, and that's in a deluxe from Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Riso. And the Batman story I want to be collected is all the Neil Adams stuff, unretouched and uncolored and left alone to its beautiful glory. So there's the answer to that one. Yeah, 100%. Picked up some cool Batman stuff. I'd love to gift you. We'll drop you an email. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Brandon, catching up, but Red Squadron Supreme recently. 80s run was great. Rest was just okay. Surprisingly neat how you get a nice glimpse of this team through many eras of Marvel in that Omni 2. Okay, I'm going to remember that. Oh, yeah. That's not been released yet, right? I don't have that. No, I've got 1 through 3. Wait a minute. What is that there? I think that's. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have 1 through 3. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, James. I'm at the point where I don't celebrate that much anymore my birthday. I only asked for a couple things. I wanted the Guardians of the Galaxy PS5 game, and I think that's all I asked for. I found it at 50% off on Amazon, so I want it to be low key. I don't just my family and me, 3 of us for dinner. Thank you for remembering me, though. I appreciate that. Oh, is that next month? Well, then that's the one I'm most looking forward to. M40, good call. He wants it too. We need a Black Cat omnibus. Well, Circuit, you should be getting it because I just got my 6th trade of Black Cat. And that's generally, I mean, usually by volume 3, they've announced the Omni. I think what Omar told me for Black Cat and Kelly Thompson's run on Black Widow is that Marvel was going to wait for the series to be finished in trade, and then they're going to announce the Omni. I believe an Omni for, he didn't say Black Cat, but that wouldn't surprise me since I own the trades. This is also a great choice. I was gifted these books by a friend in hardcover when they were really hard to find. So I'm not going to upgrade because I don't want to get rid of a gift a friend say. The moment you say that what you purchase and recommend is oh no, I never said that everything that I purchase and recommend is pure impulse buying. I'm not. Anything you see me review and recommend is not going to be these are some of the impulse books. You haven't seen me review any of these impulse books. Anything I review has been thoughtfully purchased and read, and I'll give you my honest opinion on it. It's generally going to be positive because I'm trying only now to buy books I'm almost 100% sure that I'm going to like. People have either recommended it to me or I know I'm going to like it myself. So it's not all impulse buying, but I understand why I understand why you might think that. And wait a second, Matthew. I didn't say that. Hold on. You have my address. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can send me a drawing of Harley Quinn for my birthday, buddy. That'd be awesome. You're a great artist. Anybody out there should follow Matthew on Instagram for his art and put your Instagram address in the chat, Matthew, because everybody should see your stuff on Instagram. And Matthew's an amazing artist. Amazing. Yes, I saw Absolute Swamp Thing is coming out. I think I just saw it on that it might already be out. It looked like. Let me see. Absolute Swamp Thing. I'm back on comicreleases.com. So yada yada. I felt like it was at the top. Absolute Swamp Thing, March 15th. We're in March. So it's this week. Captain America Lives Omnibus is also coming out this week. Fantastic Four by Hickman Omnibus is coming out this week. Everybody needs to read that. Superman Batman Omnibus is coming out this week. That's it for Omnis and Absolutes, it looks like. But yeah, Absolutes this week. Do you have any EC recommendations? I ordered the newer Omni-sized paperback archive reprints of Vault, Haunt, and Crypt. You're set. I like shock suspense stories too. Crime suspense stories, weird fantasy, the science fiction ones. I can't make it out from here, but getting the paperback archives, brilliant. Love that stuff. Johnny has a question for the chat. Out of curiosity, is anyone else here collecting the Mighty Marvel Masterwork Digests? They don't seem to get a lot of attention or advertising. Could be something for children's hospitals as well. Send me Harley Quinn. Do you recommend the Moon Knight Omnibus? Yes, I do. I am considering getting it, but it looks like people don't care much for most of Volume 2, so I'm considering going the Epic route. I like all of Moon Knight, so even the Bronze Age stuff. So I may not be the best judge because I do like it all. I know the complete collection of Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight's coming out. I highly recommend that because that book's out of print badly, that hardcover. Okay, wait. MM40 said out of the 3, the Hurwitz books were the expensive ones. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, Marcelo. I like it. But if going the epic route interests you more, at least you're reading Moon Knight. That's what I care about, is that you're reading Moon Knight. Just a thought, but will your LCS buy Omnis? Like when you sell comics to the store? Now, my LCS, Third Eye, has expanded at an exponential rate where they're now buying records and games and books and comics, toys, everything. And I could use credit at Third Eye for sure. That's a thought, Lloyd. Thank you. Weird Science. Yeah, Master 25. That's really good. EC archives are awesome. I have the epics of Moon Knight. I'm glad Volume 4 was announced with the Fist of Khonshu and the start of Mark Spector. That's a link to my Instagram. I'm just Matthew.Mangy on Instagram. I'll see what I can do about that Harley sketch. Thank you, buddy. Everybody go to Matthew. You know what, Matthew? I will make a bit.ly for you, a hot link on my description, and then people can just click it and go right to your Instagram. I got the Wallace Wood IDW Artisan Edition. Might be something for EC fans as well. Wally Wood. What a artist, and what a poor, tortured soul that guy was. My heart goes out to him. Oof. His art is beautiful, though. Johnny says, Hayden, I don't know about collecting, but I know those digests are insanely popular in my local libraries. That's good. Okay, I need to put this on the read pile. Anything else out there? People still interested in going to Organic Price Books? Use the code OmniDog, all in caps, for $2 off your order and 5% off if you ship 3 or more books together. OmniDog, ship it together. Not OmniDog, get it together. That's what my wife says. This is OmniDog, ship it together. Here's something. I'm reading the Justice League Dark Omnibus right now. And I'm almost done with it. That is a big monster book. I loved the first half of it. This is just an off-the-cuff review in case anybody cares. Love the first half of it. It bogs down with Trinity of Sin, followed by Forever Evil Blight. You kind of have to read those to understand, because there's a lot that goes on in there that deals actually with Justice League Dark. It's mostly a different look at Constantine, where he's actually, he cares for somebody. He cares for Zatanna, like loves her and is willing to risk his life for her all through the book. And that's a different side of Constantine that we never have gotten to see before. I think it's really well written. If you can get through that slog, which I finally have done, the rest of the book that I've read, I've only got maybe an eighth of it left, is good. I enjoy it. It's really cool. John Constantine lives in the House of Mystery, and it's really boss. I dig it. I dig it so far. Did you read Justice League Volume 3 yet? That's on my immediate read pile. Here's Candace. Hiya, gang. How you doing, Candace? I mean, who doesn't love Zatanna, right? What? Sorry. Zatanna. OmniDog. Have you read Stray Bullets by David Lapham? Lapham. I never know how to say it. Lapham. Yes, I read it in floppies. Extremely violent. Really good. If you like crime novels, if you like brutal, unfeeling, evil people just killing with no thought, Stray Bullets is good. It's brutal, but it's great. I really dug it. The cat had to go. She had a flat tire, which pushed the show back to 4:00, and her husband came home and they had to go out to dinner. So I'm just soloing until I run out of steam. But the cat will be back. The cat's awesome. Rose Blight, longtime watcher, but first time actually catching you live. Peace and love. Thank you. Waiting to sink my teeth. Oh, yeah. Into the first 2 volumes of the Book of Magic Omni before the third comes out. I really loved Books of Magic, and that's a book that it's intimidating because of its size. The first 2 are gigantic, but I love them so much that I really just, that's a book I need to just crack open and start reading, even though it's kind of intimidating. That's why Green Arrow, it may take me a bit to get to that, because those Grell years, the Longbow Hunters saga and stuff, those are huge. And it's going to take me a while, but I want to read Books of Magic really badly. I read Stray Bullets and Floppies. It was pretty intense. Yes, it was. And also, thanks for tuning in, Rose Blight. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Doom Patrol by Gerard Way. This is my opinion only. I know it was an homage to Morrison's Doom Patrol. I didn't care for it on first read. I'll try it again, but it didn't grab me like some of his other books. I'm a fan of his writing, but I wasn't a fan of Doom Patrol. That's just me, though. Did you read Wonder Woman by Gail Simone yet? You better believe I did. I'm ready for that, and it's a really fun... Wait. I read that. I think you meant to say I read that, and it's a really fun book. Yes, I read that as soon as it came in, as a matter of fact, which doesn't happen that often, but it was really, really good. I loved it. Is it out of print? I think it might have gone out of print really quickly. Panels of Joy. Hi, OmniDog. I just picked up Why the Last Man Compendium 2. Have you ever read this series? Yes, I read it in floppies, and I have the hardcovers. I didn't upgrade to Absolutes or the Omni or anything. I loved it. Some people say, and some people say it hasn't aged well. I haven't picked up on that, but some people say it hasn't aged well. I loved it and thought it was really a thought-provoking and interesting. It was a huge world that he built, obviously our Earth, but I thought what he did was fascinating and I really liked it. But I think I don't know if it was OmniCat or not. Some people told me it didn't age well, and it may have been a woman that said that. I loved it. There you go. Got all my moving done. Did Jess decide he's not going to read his collection and give it all away? Can we all agree that 6 p.m. is a fine time to climb into your PJs? 100%. I back you 100% on that. Have a cup of tea in front of the fire. Although I think you live in California, so you may not. Well, no, we had a fireplace in California. Yeah, 6 p.m., perfect time. Yeah, I don't see it either, Marcelo. I just feel like it's a caveat I need to offer because some people have said it. I haven't seen the hasn't aged well part, but I felt like it was a caveat I just had to throw out there. Dean, we agree on this. I think he's a genius too. That's not a no. No, I have not given all my collection away. It's for the parts that I said I'm not going to read are for sale. I wonder, Johnny, have you hit me up yet? Let's see here. Johnny, I don't see you on my my email. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Oh, you live in Vermont. That's right. That's right. 8 inches of snow today. Okay. Cup of tea, PJs, front of the fire, do your drawing, listening to some ambient music. You're all set. What a beautiful day. Snowing here too. I built a fire and my wife's upstairs enjoying it. Jess, if you and the warden worked out conjugal visit terms for DC Silver Age Omnis such as Wonder Woman, that's so great, Candace. You crack me up. That's a work in progress. She does understand that I need new books to review. So we still sort of are working on that. I think if she sees a lot of books more books going out than come in, she'll be happy. And if I keep it to just like hardcovers and omnis and no paperbacks, she should be okay, but we're still working on that. But you are one funny person. One funny person. Fun fact, Brian K. Vaughan almost always puts women on the front of his stories, and he has a lot of women readers more than men. Interesting, right? Okay. Nah, man. Matthew lives in the great state of Vermont. Vermonters unite. Right on, man. MN40, I think I asked before just, but have you read The Kents by Ostrander? I have it, but never read it. It chronicles Pa Kent's ancestors in the Old West. I don't think I've ever heard about this book, N-Man. Why don't you read it and then tell me if I should read it? You review it. I'll put your review, I'll highlight your review right here, and then we'll decide if I should read it. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Panels Joy, going back to Moon Knight briefly, I've been reading the Essential Moon Knight Volume 1, the black and white phone book. This is a lie. I'm going to read my sleeper omnibus forever and ever. I'm sorry, Marcelo. I'm not giving that one up. Peace and love, though. Good try. Oh, there's a book that I should ask people about. Wait, I'll do it without OmniCat on the air. I'll do this 1 second. Take me 1 second to get this book. I really, really don't know if I should read this or not. I heard the writing's not great, but the art is epic. Art is not a reason for me to keep a book. I want to read the story and enjoy the story. If it's just not mediocre, but if it's just sort of a okay read with great art, that's not my kind of book. I'm talking about The Flash, Francis Manipool and Brian Buccellato. I've been debating this ever since I bought it. It's New 52, which I love. I loved a lot of, and I have a collection of it. But I don't know if I should keep this if it's not a great read. I noticed that Francis Manipool is the lead on this. Is this a person? I mean, did Francis Manipool write a lot of this with Brian Buccellato? I've read Brian Buccellato's stuff before and enjoyed it, but I'm having a hard time wanting to read this. I love The Flash, love good art. I don't know. So let me know, everybody, what you think. Agree on that. The Flash by Manipool is okay. That being said, I'm keeping my Spawn collection for the art. Well, that's fair. Cell. I didn't dig it. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't have any West Coast Avengers. Sorry, Nelson. Is that out of print and hard to find? I would think it's going to get a reprint like everything else DC does. I should think that if you're patient, it'll come back into print. Don't pay ridiculous prices for it. I'm sure if Power Pack can get an Omni, I don't see why West Coast can't get a reprint. I do, Candace. I always look forward to your showing up. Those title pages are amazing, though. Incredible art, but the story is mediocre. A beautiful looking Omni, the Flash Omni, but sell. Thank you, everybody. This goes in the sell pile. I am finally going to sell it. Probably regret it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yes, they're out of print and going for 2 to 3 times cover. I'm impatiently waiting for that reprint. Be patient. I have the first Hack/Deluxe. You're not making shit up in your old man brain, buddy. I have the first Hack/Deluxe because I like Tim Seeley. I like the concept, but I haven't gotten to it yet. I just have the first one. Editor Snyder's in Dark Knight's Metal Deluxe HC. Looking forward to reading the end of that story. I'm looking forward to getting to the end of that story too. I've had the metal books, death metal books forever, and I need to finish JL Volume 3. Let's have a quick rundown of the sell pile. Okay. that's a fun idea. Let me move it closer because it's huge. My wife's going to be so happy. Okay, let me make first Flash. I'm selling this. Next, the 3 empowered books. I'm selling these. Next, New Warriors Volume 1. Sorry, Omar. Just not, it's not for me, I don't think. Next, the 2 volumes of Masters of Suspense. And finally, for this round, Matt Fraction's Odyssey. Okay, now let me move him back out of the way. There you go. Thank you for asking. Okay, you got it. 2 of those Omnis are already taken. Hey, I haven't seen anything in my email yet, Johnny. Let's go. Is your wife's definition of enjoying a good old-fashioned book burning? No, we would never burn books. She just wants to see them in boxes going out of the house. Are you building a fort with a cell pile? I want to see that thumbnail. Okay, I will take a picture of what I'm selling and put it in the community tab like I make announcements for when the OmniCat show is. That's a good idea. I'll put that in the YouTube community thing so everybody can see it. That's a great idea. Here is a public service announcement from Hayden. For anyone in the chat that likes the Wade run of Archie, which should be everyone because it's great, Archie Comics is selling the 2nd deluxe. These are nice deluxes too for $8 on their site. Might not be of interest, but I thought I'd share the deal. That's an amazing deal. Those are really nice deluxes. Beautiful. Management's smarter than that. She didn't get to be upper level management getting fooled by empty boxes. She's smarter than that. Jess, do you think it's worth buying War of Realms Omni? I don't know if main story will be collected in Jason Aaron Thor Omni Volume 2. I have War of Realms Omni, and I'm waiting for the 5th hardcover to come out, and then I'm reading it all. The chat can probably better answer that question if you actually need the Omni because of tie-ins and stuff. I'm getting it because I want to read it. I know I'm gonna read it, but the chat can probably answer that better than I can because I haven't read War of Realms and I haven't read Jason Aaron Thor past Jane Foster Volume 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have to go out the Thor books, whatever. I have them all, and I'm getting War of Realms. Somebody else out there? Okay. I haven't read War of the Realms tie-ins, but I think they're supposed to be good. Nelson says you don't need any tie-ins for War of Realms. Okay. There's 2 things. Bit late, but Milestone Compendium I bought, haven't read, wanted to support the series. Omar said that he didn't like the mapping. Also think this will go out of print and should be a good resell. Okay. I don't have it, but for those of you that have it, there it is. Looking to get into DC books, what stories do you think are must-buys, like a top 3 must-own? Panels of Joy. I have a video in my library of how to start collecting DC, what books you must own to build your DC collection. It's a couple years old, but I stand by all those books still go to my library. I have a 2-parter on how to start your DC collection and a 2-parter on how to start your Marvel collection. Those are both full of must reads that you need to own in your collection. There's not a dud in the lot. I would never suggest any duds to you guys. But yeah, go to my library and search for the DC books. You're welcome. I appreciate it. I have it. The tie-ins of War of the Realms definitely enhances the story. Okay, good, because I'm getting it. Does everyone's wife tell them that they have too many books? Mine does. That's kind of the theme of the show, Nelson, is that from my part is that I have too many books and it's time to start thinning them out before we have to move anyway, because we're downsizing. That was also an upper level management decision. And I have learned that upper level management is smarter than just the live-in coworker. She's smarter than I am. So there you go. While you're in the OmniDog archives, also check out the 3-part series, Buy This, Not That. That's a good one. Thank you, Bunkmaster. Yeah, go to my library where I take books. Usually it's like by the same author or it's about a character, and I'll tell you, don't buy this version, buy this book instead. They won't be the same books, but it'll be like, don't get Greg Rucka's Veil, get Greg Rucka's Stumptown or something like that. I remember that Veil was a book that even he wasn't happy with and I didn't care for, and I love Greg Rucka. But yeah, thank you, Bunkmaster. That's a Buy This, Not That is a good one for everybody to look at. Buy This, Not That. Yeah, not far away though. My daughter's around. We're just going to move into a condo locally. I saw an OHC called The Filth at our Ollie's by Grant Morrison. Is it worth $7? I will be painfully honest with you. I could not read The Filth. It was one of those Grant Morrison books that just wasn't for me. It was like it was harder to read than The Invisibles. It's not an easy read. It's full of a lot of Morrison concepts, deep Morrison concepts that are for readers more sophisticated than I am. So I think you're taking a chance for $7 even. I think the $7 would be better spent on candy, honestly. Filth is a difficult read. It is. Just saw they also have customizable bundle offer for any 3 trades from the Reboot timeline and Archie Horror. Oh, Archie Horror books are good. Rose Blight says, I love Morrison, but yeah, not an easy read at all. The Collector, who agrees that Jess has helped us find happiness in our lives through this Omni? Oh, you're such a good guy. Thank you, The Collector. Okay, wait. Jess, War of Realms has Thor 12 through 16 in it. Thor OHC Volume 5 has 12 through 16 in that, plus King Thor 1 through 4. Keeping my King Thor trade paperback with that series, and I have War of Realms. I have that trade paperback. Okay, so you're saying I'd be double dipping if I got Thor Volume 5 and War of Realms? But Thor Volume 5 must have more than 12 through 16 in it. It's a good size hardcover, right? Bottom line, passing on OHC Volume 5. Let's get back to this. Thank you, Dick Collector. You are a great guy. I really appreciate that. Bunkmaster picked up the absolute Green Arrow. well, it's Green Lantern, Green Arrow by Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil. After you said to buy it over his recolored Batman, 100%. Untouched, perfect, amazing art, amazing for their time stories. You have to remember these came out in like 1971 and were breathtakingly, brilliantly well done for the time, and I still love them. That's the first, I will say that's the birth of social consciousness in comic books. Other people will say it's parts of Amazing Spider-Man. Not going to argue. This is my birth of social consciousness, having a social conscience in Green Lantern. Oh, thanks, Johnny. And thanks, Hayden. Oh, wait. I give Jess the entire blame for me getting into Omnis. Me? Out of all the channels that talk about comics, it's landing on my shoulders? Panels of Joy. If you're looking to get into modern Batman, Ollie's has a great selection as of today. I don't have an Ollie's around me, so I don't know. Oh, OHC has 12 through 16 and King Thor 1 through 4. So I don't need it at all because I still have the King Thor trade. Thank you. That was not explained to me by anybody. I need help too. I mean, I'm not always here to help everybody else. I need it too. And this is the kind of help I need. Thank you, Inman40. I still want it though, because it'll look good. This is my sickness. Jess is the embodiment of comic book joy. You're a good guy, buddy. I remember when I used to be able to afford food before I found this channel. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Really? Yeah, it is confusing, but thank you for showing up, showing me the way. I appreciate it. I do have King Thor. There's Original Sin, the Loki book that you need, and I also have the Thors from Secret Wars. Oh, Panels of Joy is in the UK, so no Ollies. It pains me, but thank you. And yes, OmniDog, you don't give yourself enough credit. Your content is so good. Oh, you guys, this is so nice of you. This is why I feel so good talking to people online. You guys are nothing but nice. I really appreciate it. Think you should bring back the root beer review tagline. It has a ring to it. The only reason I stopped doing it, root beer reviews, is because I was putting on so much weight drinking root beer. Because I was drinking root beer like all the time back then. I mean, and then people got it confused with they thought I was reviewing root beer. So, I mean, I can certainly bring it back. Yeah. Oh, wait. Original Sin Companion has that miniseries in OHC, not in the Omni. I have the Companion. Son of a bitch. Maybe I should sell the trades and just get that oversized hardcover. I was quite happy with my Harley trades and blissfully unaware of Omnis until I saw your Why You Should Read Harley Quinn. That's another one in my library you guys might like. Root Beer Reviews is a good tagline. Thank you. Between your gentle comics dad energy and technical difficulties, I'm always happier after an OmniDog video. I don't think there have been any technical difficulties this time, Bunkmaster. I know you love them. You're like my number one supporter of having problems on the internet. I haven't messed up yet that I know of. Maybe the 5 minutes I spent looking for books on comic releases counts. Ollie's has trade paperbacks of Betty and Veronica by Adam Hughes. Automatic buy. You guys all need to buy. Oh, and Fables Deluxes. Betty and Veronica by Adam Hughes is one of my favorite books of all time, because not only does it have Adam Hughes interior art, which is rare, but it's really funny and sharply written, really well written. He has to write more books. He has a very dry sense of humor, and it's a funny book that not only is it funny, but it's got well, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to spoil it. It's got a great story that has twists in it. I'll just say that. Brilliant book. I love that book. Everybody needs to get it. Oh, Pittsburgh was my biggest mess up yet. I didn't take my my password to get into StreamYard. I couldn't hook up YouTube on Taylor's computer. That was easily my biggest goof up. Yeah, that was a classic goof up for me. Didn't listen until the fourth or fifth time. I listened to a big Jess speech about Harley. I'm glad I did. I'm a big fan of her now. Well, that's good. I still haven't gotten the Stephanie Phillips run, which I think is already out in stores. It has not been delivered to me, but I read as much as I could on the DC app, and I loved it. The Stephanie Phillips one. Eat, Bang, Kill, Run for Your Life tour. Not so much. I'll try it again, but I wasn't feeling it in that. I don't know. The Eat, Bang, Kill tour just wasn't for me. But boy, I love the Stephanie Phillips, Riley Rossmo one. My fiance ain't huge on comics, but she loves your channel, OmniDog. She doesn't mind it when you're on. I don't have to have headphones on. Peace and love to Panels of Joy's fiance. Peace and love. Thank you. We can talk about comic books and not me. Here's a book everybody needs to get into. Wind. I just got the second volume. Y'all need to read this. Volume 1 and 2. I haven't read 2 yet. Volume 1, fantastic. I have to confess, the root beer angle first hooked me. Then someone who's genuinely into the Silver Age of DC Comics. I was able to get a few others subscribing who are into both root beer and DC Silver Age too. Harvey, this is a good question. I don't have my novels are upstairs in the upstairs library that has the sweater closet that Taylor likes to make fun of. I will pull a stack of novels, and next time I'm on, I'll write them down, and next time I'm on, ask me, and I'll tell you the novels that I recently have. Well, last time I read a novel was probably 2018, but I'm happy I hit a really good streak of fantasy, occult, really well written stories. Yeah, I got a bunch of things that I can recommend to you. I like to read the wait. Wait. Let me see what this author's name is. He's British. Graham. Wait, how am I going to find that on Amazon? Okay. Yeah, I'm not finding it on Amazon because I forget the guy's name. But I'll come up with like 7 or 8 novels that I loved, and ask me next time. Or maybe I can put that on the community page too. Novels I've read. Do you guys look at the community page when I send out a notice that says OmniCat and I are on it too? Because otherwise, I don't know how I would get this to you unless writing it down and talking about it on the next show. But I can do that. DC is back at their BS with that Phillips run because Volume 1 was an HC. What is with them? And 2 will be trade only? Well, as long as I get the book, I'm fine. I guess. I own all the Connor Palmiani New 52 Harley one, courtesy of Ollie's. Off your recommendations. Still haven't any yet. You still haven't read any yet? Or Harleen? You haven't read Harleen yet? Or White Knight Harley? Okay, you've got some reading to do, buddy. Didn't realize Wind was a Tiny Onion book. He has so much great stuff coming out right now. He definitely does. I was initially drawn in by the cool dog puppet. Someone from the UK, I do not understand root beer. It's not a taste that everybody enjoys. I know specifically that the South American palate, the Japanese palate, it tastes like medicine to them. So and I get it because I had some sarsaparilla candy, which it's originally was made from the root of the sarsaparilla tree. And it does taste like medicine. So not everybody's going to enjoy root beer. I understand that is whole regions of people. It tastes like medicine to them. So I get it. Just which Brubaker run is your favorite among these four? Iron Fist, Captain America, Daredevil, Batman. Ooh. I'm going to say Captain America. Just because I have to get it out there. I look at the community page. I can only see it on the PC and not the iPad. That's interesting. Community posts are great, but whatever's best for you. Thank you. Well, I'll do it the next time. Like I have a show with next Saturday with Taylor for Batter Days. I'll have the list ready for you then. If you can tune in, that's at 8:00 on a Saturday night. I don't know where you're from, Harvey. But I'd be happy to get the novels that I've read and tell you why I liked them. I think I've even read some on my iPad, so they still should be on my iPad, but my iPad's not with me. Tune in next week and I'll get it for you. Wasn't so sure about the OmniDog paper mask at the beginning of some shows, but he eventually won me over. Okay, good. DD Mac, no, I have not. I know it's supposed to be a good movie. I'm interested in watching that movie. But no, I have never read any of the comics. Are they good? Not a community page fan. Can't see it on the Amazon TV app. Okay. All right. Well, then I won't put anything like that on the community page because it seems like some people can't see it. Okay. Then I won't put it on the community page. I got it. Godzilla, World of Monsters from IDW. I think I have that. I feel like I just got that. I think it's out there in the stack of 7 feet tall worth of books. Let me just promote really quick. Organic Price Books. If you go to that site, I have a hot link for it. If that's what it's called, a clickable link on my description, and with the code OmniDog in all caps, you get $2 off your order. 5% includes. You can top it off with 5% off your order if you ship 3 or more books together with OmniDog. Ship it together, all in caps. You should probably copy and paste that one, but yeah, that's got Organic Price Books, code OmniDog. No, put it on the page. I can see it on my PC. I use all devices, multi-device user. Okay. I did not, Candace. I'm not familiar with that one. Just watched the Snowpiercer show. It's super good. Now, is that something that's based on the movie and the books? It's a show? Where is it a show? Not that I'm going to get a chance to watch it, but go ahead and tell everybody. Okay, I have about 2 more minutes left. I feel like it's getting close to dinner time here. Are there any other questions or comments you would like to leave? Please feel free to leave a like, hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment. I love comments. Always happy to answer your comments. If you have questions, please feel free to leave comments. I love reading people's comments. I don't know. I think chicken marbella. It's my wife's mom's recipe. The show is on HBO Max. It's based on the comics. Okay. Thanks for responding, OmniDog. Much love from the UK. Keep up the good work. Good. Well, let's end with that one. That's a great one. Thank you, Panels of Joy. Tell that fiance of yours that I dig her. She's great because she loves my show. So you can find me on this channel, OmniDog's Vault. You can also find me on Instagram, OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. All the hot links for Kristen and her stickers and Reed's books and Kristen's Comic Slayer and everything will be in my description. I will update it as soon as the show is over. And I will play us out with the OmniCat theme song. Thank you so much to everybody who's watching. Peace and love. Peace and love. I appreciate everybody. You guys are great. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Still one more.
Roll! OmniDog! Hey, OmniCat! Now here's the OmniDog and OmniCat show. It's the place if you'd like to know more about the books that they've read. Hey, hey, hey! Kristen likes Lumberjanes and Steven just likes to grow Jimmy Olsen.